Good evening, everyone. For those who are watching on our YouTube, welcome to the Anination podcast. We are doing a short video, considering that this is the end of the month here, April 30th, and we're doing a highlight video for May.
Yeah, so, of course, since we're approaching May, of course, summer's just right around the corner. I feel we're approaching closer to summer. Summer's just right around the corner.
Yeah. So this again is another short video. We're not expecting to be here for like an hour, more than an hour to say, but who knows? Things can go awry sometimes whenever we discuss things.
Yeah, we may go into detail, we may go into length, but
But
we're gonna
that's
keep it
fine.
short and
But
concise.
it's fine. At least we have our script ready and all this kind of jazz. So I guess without further ado, we can go ahead and get things started.
Definitely.
All right, and hello everybody. Welcome to an all-new short video of the Animation Podcast, as we are highlighting all the things happening in the animation world for this May 2025.
Yes, what is up, Anination World? I hope you all are doing well and getting ready for the next month to come. It really has been 2 weeks since we've been here.
Yeah, it's been
hasn't
2 weeks, so it's been a long time coming. I know we had a lot of things happening. I went to a convention 2 weeks ago, wanted to rest up. That's the reason why we decided to take Wednesday off. And then apparently you were having a great time over at that weekend that I was at Zach Anime. Looks like you had your birthday there as well.
Yeah, it was a dang great birthday. It was nice to celebrate with some good friends during that weekend, and of course, it also helps. I celebrated with my mom earlier, so that's good. I
celebrated with you earlier
and
too.
you celebrated with me earlier. It's just nice I got to have that birthday week marathon where I celebrated with my loved ones.
So our spring break was all about birthdays and a bunch of other things here and there. So Omid, let's start with you. How was your birth week so far?
My birth week, thanks to you and many others, it was definitely hit after hit. So on Monday, we went to this gacha place. We got some great gachas, and of course, you treat me ramen.
Well, to be fair, on that gacha place, you ended up. Well, you didn't really go ham, did you? Were thinking about spending a lot of money on all the gacha machines that were there?
I was actually thinking about going ham until I got this one gacha, the Lelouch one.
Yeah, I was wondering where Lelouch is. I thought you would actually show it off here, but I guess not.
But then after I got Lelouch, I was just like, okay, I'll do a few more, and that's it, because I got what I wanted.
You got Lelouch, and then there was what other gacha machines were there? Like Spy Family,
There was
ReZero.
So the ones I did were Code Geass, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, and Super Mario.
Oh, of course the Super Mario one you would get. But it's the one with Yoshi or something, right?
It's the Yoshi, and Yoshi was definitely the one that I wanted, that or Boo. So
did you like the San Jose one more than San Francisco? Because I know we went to the San Francisco one too.
the San Jose one is better because of the drive. Like, it's more convenient for me locally, and I think that they had better gacha machines, in my opinion. How about you?
I think I like San Jose more just because they have more selection.
They have more
plus, there's a
selection.
lot more gachas that I think it's much more profitable there. Plus, they also do have the One Piece game, card game table for you guys to play the One Piece card game, if anything.
Yeah, I saw a few people playing the One Piece card game, and I was a bit curious. It's like, am I going to get into it one day?
No. I mean, I started Weiss Schwartz already, and I'm kind of getting off it now. So
you're kind of off this TCG.
yeah, I kind of get
gaming
off the TCG part, but then Pokemon started coming back in again. So
Oh, really?
everybody's collecting Pokemon cards. So
Yeah, here's the thing. I would get into One Piece, but I haven't watched enough of One Piece yet. But
I mean,
need to
you don't
watch
need to,
more.
you don't need to watch all of One Piece. You can at least start making decks. You already know the characters in it, so you might as well be a part of it if you want to.
I know the main crew. Even the ones that I haven't met yet, such as Brooke, for example.
Yeah. You'll get on it. You'll know who they are just because they're in conventions, and they'll just be like, oh, this is the character. This is that character.
But anyway, and after that, this lovely gentleman treated me to ramen. I do thank you for that. And of course, we went to get some boba, and we went to round one.
Yeah, that was pretty much that day. But then you also had other celebrations with other friends, right?
Yeah, I did. But I want to get into, I think I talked about this before. I had a nice day in San Francisco with my mom in Tuesday. And then after that, I had a good birthday weekend as well. Friday night, I went to see the movie Sinners with a really great friend of mine who just moved back in after a 3-month internship he had in another state. And Sinners is a really amazing movie.
I actually watched Sinners yesterday with Jess, and it turned out to be really good. It's not as expected horror film to say, but What
takes
was
a different direction.
it's
subverts
just thriller. It's
expectations.
very thriller like because like you're in the edge of your seat, you're hoping the vampires don't attack and stuff like that. Yeah, that was pretty much how the ride was when it comes to Sinners. But it's a really good movie. It was a really good movie.
And then on Saturday, which is my actual birthday, like the birthday, so I pretty much spent the birthday morning to myself, had some good McDonald's breakfast while watching a Goofy movie.
Oh, nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
What better movie to watch as you turn a new age than a Goofy movie? That's an instant classic.
Yeah, I mean, that
It
makes
really is.
sense. Yeah.
And then later on in the evening, I went to this Chinese hot pot place with the same friend of mine as well as a couple other friends. The food there is really delicious.
Okay, nice.
And then after that, on Sunday, I was just chilling, and then that was it.
Was it Wait. So Saturday was with your friend, all the friends, right? Because I remember you invited me to a Saturday party as well.
Yeah, Saturday was with the friends. Yeah.
Where'd
Sunday,
you guys go again? I'm sorry.
It was this Chinese hot pot place that took place in Milpitas.
Oh, okay. Oh, really close to my place. Why do you always go to Milpitas for birthdays now?
Because yeah, Milpitas does have some legit good, authentic East Asian cuisine. Like I never forget when we went to that Korean cheese place a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was in the same location.
Yeah, that's legit too.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I don't-
Yeah. I was kind of wondering like how everybody was on Saturday because yeah, it looks like you guys had a fun time on Saturday.
It was really chill. It was just like a low key chill dinner celebration, and like it was a total of 4 people, and I think that's good enough, to be honest. Like less is more is less.
Okay, nice.
And then
Yeah, Sunday was
yeah.
Easter Sunday. I was thinking like you had at least had a celebration with your family on Easter.
Sunday I was actually having time to myself on a Sunday. Like I don't go out and do picnics on Easter or anything like that.
Don't really go to picnics on Easter. It's just more of like a family gathering.
We don't really gather for Easter, but I do acknowledge how impactful of a holiday Easter is.
Yeah, it's a really fun. Well, it's fun just because the Easter Bunny comes around. There's also families who celebrate Easter because they're Catholic. Like me, I'm Catholic, and they celebrate the birth of Christ, the resurrection of Christ and stuff. I think you know that from the Bible stories, right?
Well, yeah. From what I've been taught in like this in my high school, yeah. Just
Yeah,
a bit of
we
it.
go to the same high school, so
But yeah, I do acknowledge how impactful, how significant of a holiday Easter is from what you've told me, from what I've
Yes.
seen, and yeah, I do wish each and every one of these families had fun in Easter.
Easter was fun. Easter was fun. Again, I wasn't there for Easter because I went to Sac Anime Roseville, actually.
Yeah, how was it?
Oh, Sac Anime Roseville was kind of interesting, honestly. Like, so, Sac Anime Roseville, by the way, it's over at the, what was it? It's in Roseville, obviously. This little town pretty much calls it off there. Hold on, let me do this here. Yeah, let's just say for Sac Anime Roseville. Yeah, so Sac Anime Roseville, that was actually a really fun convention that I went to. It wasn't. So the thing is, like, it's not packed at all. Like the whole grounds of Roseville was just. How to explain it? Because it's not big. Like if you're talking about Sac Anime levels, it's not Sac Anime level. It's literally just like small anime impulse level. I don't know. I can't say anything like fan anime level because it's not as big. So yeah, Sac Anime Roseville was just like a small convention. It was like in the Roblin Center. The whole building of the Roblin Center was literally just dealer's hall, artist alley, and autograph signings. All 3 of them were pretty much in there. There was a panel room which is in a different building. And people could just go in there, watch like the masquerade, watch the panels come up as well. And then right across from that building was the gaming hall, which it was disappointing, honestly, because there's not even video games. It was just mostly board games and card games.
Really?
That was it. Yeah, they don't have any like video games that people can play, like a PlayStation or Xbox or a GameCube game. It's mostly just board
That
games.
indeed is disappointing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a gaming hall. You don't have much video games over there.
You could have at least called it board gaming hall.
Right.
You'd have to
So
call
again, I was just disappointed with that. But the other thing that's great about Sac Anime Roseville, again, it's just because it's local. The food places that were there, because we can't leave the vicinity, because if we leave, you have to pay another parking fee. So they did have food trucks out there, which is pretty good. They had like a good selection of food for people to eat. So it's like, if you like Mexican food, if you like gyros, if you like what was it, ice cream for dessert, they have like, you know, the usual burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Yeah, they're all over there at the convention. There's no food at the center, but there are food trucks out there so people can actually eat.
That's very convenient. That's a very convenient location for food trucks to be located in, because you don't want to go out and park somewhere for a diner or restaurant or anything like. Because you have to risk having to pay for parking again.
I don't want to do that. That's the thing. So, and the other thing too is that they don't actually check. That's also a bad thing, by the way. They don't check for like food or water that you bring inside the convention, which I thought was okay, because like we were able to bring like our own sodas, our own water, because it was getting warm over there in Roseville. So. But yeah, what was it? Me, my friend Jess, both of us went to SAC Anime. We actually left on Friday night. It was really late on Friday night, actually. We left like around 7, arrived at our hotel around 10. We ended up buying our groceries somewhere close by, and then just chilled for the night. On Saturday, we dressed up in our Hazard Hotel cosplays. Then we immediately went to the autograph area, because apparently, for all the guests that were there, so the reason why I went to SAC Anime Roseville is because the Greens were there. You had Tilly Green, who was Maeve Harrington. You had Alice Green, who was Artemis Pendabi. And you also do have Bill Green, who Bob Joel. So all three of them were actually in SAC Anime Roseville, and I wanted to get their autograph. Unfortunately, literally days before the convention started, Maeve canceled. And then
Tilly couldn't make it.
Tilly couldn't make it.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, that's one person down, but you have Alice and Bill, so maybe that will help. And then literally Saturday morning, I got the news that Artemis canceled too. And I'm like, because she got sick on Friday, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Tilly and Alice just like leaving Bill alone. It's just like, poor Bill.
Yeah, I know. Like, that only left Bob Joel's left in there. And like the other thing about Bob Joel's, like, besides being Bill Green, he was also Man Ray from SpongeBob.
Really?
Yes, and a bunch of other like voice actings. Yes. So obviously everyone knows him as Bill Green. So that's the thing.
Really? So you pretty much met Man Ray.
I met Man Ray. Yes.
Oh God, I would imagine that there is a attendee or cosplayer out there.
There was not a SpongeBob cosplayer. Oh no, there were a couple of SpongeBob cosplayers.
No, I was about to say there was hopefully a joke in which a cosplay con attendee was like, "It's not my wallet."
Most likely, I would imagine. So maybe from the first Friday panel, but we didn't come on Friday. So they had a Big City Greens panel on Friday. So they would have had Artemis and Bob both be in that panel. Yeah, but besides Marie, unfortunately, she couldn't be able to make it. She's kind of unfortunate.
At least you got to meet Bill Green.
I did get to meet Bill Green, which is fine. Also, Janet Varney was also there. She was the voice of Korra. Also, the original voice of Dora the Explorer was also there. Todd Habercorn was also a big name.
Hey,
Death the Kid, and also a lot of anime voice acting, by the way. And I also did get an autograph from Todd Habercorn, because I wanted him to sign my Death the Kid Funko Pop. And the problem is they do have a tax for that now. So I'm like, well, here's the thing. Like, remember how Funko Pops are now when it comes to doing autographs for Funko Pops? Do you have to pay an extra fee in order for you to actually get that autographed?
Dude.
So instead of like $60 for an autograph, it's $80 for an autograph. So I'm like,
yikes.
Well, that's kind of given after what happened. Like, I don't know if you heard about the news about a couple years ago where like people abuse people, like people have been abusing like people who autograph just to get like that Funko Pop sign and get it resold and stuff.
Oh,
so
God.
That's the problem. That's the reason why they do that.
Okay, so this makes me glad that they're doing this. It's just sort of like combat it.
Yeah, to combat it. I call it the Funko Pop tariff, because it kind of is a tariff.
It kind of is when you think about it. Like, you just got me thinking of that word the moment that you mentioned that, they'd be more expensive.
They are more expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, $60 for an autograph is already fine as it is because it is a celebrity. But at the same time, like, if you're adding $20 more, then what's the reason why? Oh, Funko Pop. Okay. So they do put up an extra amount of money for you to get that Funko Pop signed.
Yeah.
Which I think is like, you gotta be kidding me, right?
I mean, you do see why they're doing it, but it does still suck at the end of the day. It still sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happened. So I got Top Comic Court's autograph. And of course, obviously, I wanted to get the Green's autograph, but unfortunately, only Bob Joel's was there. So, yeah, that was that. So if anything, like I went to Bob's table, and nobody was there, by the way. Like, I don't know why nobody knows about Bob Joel's. I literally went up with Jess. Both of us, like, know him as Bill Green from Big City Greens. I told him, like, I love you as Bill. And we just had a little conversation here and there. And then I even told him, like, if you were to sign if he was going to sign it, I want you to sign, like, with one of your favorite lines. And he put up his line. I flip-flap and done it. So he wrote that on the autograph. And we also did notice that Mela Lee, who was the voice of Kikimora, she also, from the Owl House, by the way, Kikimora, she was also there too. And I was like, okay, you know what? If I don't get Artemis's or Marie's autograph, I might as well just go get Mela's too.
Yeah, you at least got Kikimora.
I did got Kikimora. I bought a print. I let her sign it, so it turned out to be a couple bucks. I'm not gonna give you the mention of that name of how much it is, but I kind of wanted it. So,
nice.
But yeah, I mean, at the end, I did end up getting 2 autographs for for my time there.
Flip flap and done it.
So yeah, I mean, wait, so like for you, did you also do the same thing too? Like, do you have that same experience where you have autographs being signed like that, or?
So I remember getting a Hunter print signed by Zeno Robinson, who coincidentally was starring in both of these shows. Zeno Robinson was both of these shows coincidentally.
How much you had to pay for Zeno?
How much? I don't remember how much I had to pay for Zeno, but I do remember meeting him in Crunchyroll Expo. I'd have to double check on that, but
yeah, I would imagine being cheaper than now.
Much cheaper than now.
Yeah, because now it's like $40-$50 for autograph. I think Bill's was like $40. Mela's was more expensive, by the way. Mela's was more expensive. She has done a lot of voice acting, if you know her roles, besides Kikimora, but like she's done a whole lot more than that. So yeah, so there you go. But yeah, so Saturday was actually our more fun because we had more cosplayers coming, and then when we went on Sunday for Sac Anime Roseville, there wasn't a lot of people in Sunday because again it's the last day of con. We didn't really do much. All we did was went shopping. We went to go to the artist alley and we spent a lot of money there. Dealers Hall was actually not bad. Dealers all had like a lot of vendors. A lot of people were selling Pokemon, by the way. And I'm like, okay, you're really selling this, aren't you?
I mean, like we're in an era in which Pokemon cards are getting.
Well, they're now becoming the big expensive shit right now.
The big expensive shit.
But there was like a lot of vendors who were selling anime stuff as well. I've been seeing a lot of like what was it, flasks, like water flasks of like Has-Been Hotel, all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Western media to say, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that's actually pretty neat because I didn't know that artists can do that. I didn't even know dealers can do that, which is pretty sick. I think one booth that I went to was this whole booth of movie posters. They had anime posters like all throughout, like all kinds of media. So they had like movie posters from there. They have anime posters. They have cartoon posters. I looked through the cartoon posters, wondering if I could find a Loud House one, but there's none, unfortunately.
I would have begged you to get one like. I do trust that if you actually did find a Loud House poster, you would have hit me. I would be like, "Oh, Omi, do you want something?" I'm like, yes, I will pay you whatever.
Yes, I know, but there wasn't one at all. They had SpongeBob TMNT. They had again they had BoJack Horseman, by the way. Like that was a long time ago for a Netflix show, but they still had posters for BoJack Horseman. So this is good. Like I was looking through it all and wondering what other kinds of media were there in that poster booth. They had Arcane. They had other Netflix still there. I know Jess was absolutely huge into Arcane, so we ended up buying a poster. And then out of the blue, I went to the Disney section, and of course you see Disney movies, Disney TV shows. Yeah. And then one of them popped out of nowhere, and it was Ghost and Molly McGee that actually had a poster. And I'm like, yeah, and it was their second season poster, and I'm like, no, I do never see a poster like this.
But in the back of my mind, I would imagine, like, since second season was relatively disappointing compared to first season, you wanted the first.
Well, I mean, yes, that's true. I mean, the first season will only have like Molly and Scratch for that first season poster. Second season poster at least has Molly, Scratch, and the Chens. Yes, it's mostly them.
June Chen.
Yes, June is actually in the poster too.
June Chen, let's go.
Actually, this brought me an idea because me and Jess were actually discussing this. We're going to go to GalaxyCon San Jose coming up in August, and Dana Snyder is actually going to be a guest.
Yeah,
So-
Dana Snyder was a guest for, I believe it was a guest for GalaxyCon last year as well.
Yeah, and he will be this year as well. So now I'm thinking like, okay, I might as well buy it so that he can sign it.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was surprised that a Ghost and Molly McGee poster was there at SAC Anime. I'm like, oh, okay, sick, I'll buy it. But no, I mean, yeah, SAC Anime is fun. If I would only say this, I think it's just best to I think it's just best for that convention just be a one-day convention. I think we had more fun on Saturday than Sunday. Sunday felt a whole lot boring, just because there wasn't a lot of attendees. It was Easter Sunday, and yeah, it didn't really feel like a big positive vibe in Sunday versus Saturday. Saturday was absolutely the big fun part of the convention, but yeah.
When it comes to conventions in general, Saturday tends to be the peak day for conventions.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is because it's supposed to be the busiest day of convention.
Yeah.
It's the busiest day of con, and it's also like it's like literally the best day to go out on a Saturday.
Saturday is the day.
Yeah. It's just that I think Sunday just got really low attendance just because of the whole Easter Sunday thing going on. Mm-hmm. That's fine. We had fun on Saturday. If anything, if we were to go back on SAC Anime Spring next year, we are going to probably just be there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had fun.
That makes you want to come next time. Maybe the Greens might come back next time on next SAC Anime Spring.
I'm glad you had fun. Hopefully the Greens will come together next year.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. But that's what happened over in Easter. I had a great time at SAC Anime Roseville. I've got to give a shout out to Matt, who is my blog mate over the CaliCon blog. He worked SAC Anime Spring. He was busy throughout the whole entire convention. So I'll give him props for you, Matt, for making a great convention. You're not the head, but at the same time you also were helping out the guests, and you did an amazing job with that. So if anything, it's a great show. So hope you have a great SAC Anime summer coming up, and also thank you for the Love Live stuff, by the way.
Oh, nice.
All right, and then that was pretty much my SAC Anime review. So I'm just gonna sum it up right there.
All right.
By the way, that was all about Easter weekend. Remember, we did not come back until 1 week later. So we did have another week that we had to fill up, and there was a bunch of events that also did happen during that week. And the biggest one of all is this guy finally getting his Switch 2.
Yes! Oh my gosh. It was nerve-wracking yet victorious at the same time.
Okay, so how crazy was it? How crazy was it to grab a Switch 2?
Oh god. It was the Switch 2 pre-order journey was an interesting yet kind of messy journey to go through. It was kind of chaotic, to be honest. Like me and a bunch of Discord friends, like our group, were pretty much already set. We got our laptops set and we were prepared to pre-order our Switch 2s. But okay, so what happened was that I had like all three windows ready, which are Walmart, Target, and Best Buy.
So you were prepared for sure.
Very prepared. It's like we were.
When did you like start? Like 7 p.m. When did you guys start? Like 2 hours before it opened?
We actually started around like half an hour before.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I thought some of you were probably like, wow, half an hour.
But yeah, no. Like I had the window prepared for what is to come. It was going to be a bloodbath right there amongst Nintendo fans and those who want to collect consoles. Yeah, it was a bloodbath. But so here's the thing. So what happened was that Target sucked. Like, I'm going to say this right now, Target sucked when it comes to Switch 2 pre-orders, because what happened was that when we were clicking on a window, there was some sort of like error message that said, please try again later or something like that. We were unable to get our, Switch 2s through. And by the time that, like about 5 minutes later, they all sold out like that. So yeah, Target really messed up there. And then there's also Walmart. Interesting thing about Walmart is that it actually has its own virtual line queue. So what happens is that when you go to the link that leads you to the line of Walmart to buy your Switch 2, it pretty much tells you the line, and it just says, in line, please wait. It doesn't give you the approximate estimate of when you'll be able to pre-order or not. It just pretty much lets you know whenever, you get to the window. And by the time I got to the window, it was already sold out.
Oh, wow.
And last but not least, Best Buy. Best Buy, the interesting thing about Best Buy is that their pre-orders were supposed to start at 9 p.m. Pacific time. It ended up starting 30 minutes late. So 9:30 Pacific Standard Time was when we were able to click on the pre-order window. And so of course I ordered the Switch 2 itself because...
You didn't get the one with the Mario Kart game on it?
I didn't get the one with the bundle because...
Did it get sold out?
The bundles usually sell quicker.
Did it actually get sold out when you were ordering it?
So what happens is that you have the option of buying the Switch 2 alone or the Switch 2 with the bundle.
Why did you get the bundle?
The reason why I didn't get the bundle is because the bundle usually sells quicker than just a Switch 2
You would have at least,
alone.
well, if it was available, you would have picked it up, right?
I didn't want to take the risk.
Do it. You could have just done it. If it was available, you might have also clicked on that button and just say, yeah, you got it.
The thing is, since I wanted the Switch 2 since it was so bad, I didn't want to risk, not getting it.
What? It was available for you there.
When you think about it, people want the bundle because obviously that's how you get the Mario Kart World the cheapest way. So what I did was that I ordered the Switch 2 by itself, and so when I clicked on pre-order, it was a hassle getting through successfully pre-ordering it. I thought I did, but then it turns out that the order did not go through because for some reason my bank thought it was, debit card fraud.
Because it was expensive, right?
Yeah, and it caught me by surprise because it's like, no, it's not fraud, not on the site.
Do they ever notify you if a purchase ends up being fraudulent? Do they notify you on your phone that says it's fraudulent?
So what happened was that during that, I went to my bank app and I find that, okay, wait, why does it keep refunding me? And then it's like...
Oh, so you kept on trying to press the same button, but then it's refunding it back to you because they're thinking it's fraud.
Yeah, and after that, what I had to do was I had to call the customer service in order to make sure that it was, fixed. And what happened was that I had to call customer service, and then they had to reach out to me to a sort of HM operations department in order
customer service over there is a little bit different than what we have here. Okay.
It was such a hassle. It was nerve-wracking, and it was 15 to 20 minutes. The process of customer service was longer than expected.
Well, it is what you expect.
So it was at a point where they had to 100% verify my identification.
So what did you have to do? Did you have to tell them hey, this is my ID, this is
it got up to
my
point
SSN, this is my everything?
Yes, it got to a point where I had to scan my ID to them, and
you had to scan it.
Yeah,
you had to take a picture and give it to them.
Yeah, it was
what
the
the
back.
Fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
What?
Because I swear, I get, but I understand why, purchases like this do tend to be fraudulent because it's an unusual purchase. I get that. But at the same time...
But you don't really... Well, here's the thing. Do you ever buy anything that high of value?
No.
But that is why. So...
And I do understand it, but at the same time, it's wrong time to do it. Wrong time to do it. But, however, once everything was good and all settled, after 15, 20 minutes... they did confirm that the purchase is legit, and so they fixed the issue. And then I went to my Best Buy app again, tried it again, click purchase, and then Bob's your uncle, 100% complete, locked and secure.
So you still were able to get the order, right?
I was still able to get the order.
Thank God.
Oh my God, yes. Nerve-wracking.
I'm thinking if this happened when you bought the bundle, then yes, maybe you wouldn't have gotten the bundle. So
oh my gosh, it was nerve-wracking yet worth it. It was well worth it because I'm about to have the newest Nintendo console day one.
Yes, you are. That is
true.
Oh
God, yes, I'm so happy.
So you're gonna grab it on June, right? Is that when it comes out?
I'm grabbing it on June. I'm gonna pick it up on.
Oh,
like,
so you
the
did
first
tell them
night.
where to pick it up and everything. Oh shit, are you gonna
Yeah.
be there on midnight picking it up?
Midnight or 9 p.m. I'm gonna be there getting it. I'm gonna be there getting it.
This guy is about to be an owner of a Switch 2.
Oh God, yes.
So the story about his like journey to get a Switch 2 was nerve-wracking for sure.
It was not easy. It was not easy, but it still felt victorious because of the trials and tribulations I had to go through. What me and my friends had to go through.
Your friends didn't even go through the whole debit card debt thing. So
Yeah, most of my friends, like a few of my friends that were as successful of getting the Switch 2 as I was, like their orders were secure from the get-go. They were already set to go. Whereas me, I had to go through.
did they go through like other websites too, like Walmart and Target too, or?
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, about two of my friends ordered it. Like one of my friends ordered from Walmart. The other ordered from Best Buy. No problem. Me, I had to go through extra barriers, extra obstacles to get it.
Yeah. Well, that's what
It was
happens
so
sometimes.
frustrating.
That's what happens sometimes when you know. And I mean, it sucks that you had to go through that, but you did get it.
I did get it.
You did get it at the end, so that's great.
It takes one call, one late night phone call, customer service to fix things.
Thankfully, you ended up getting it, but you're getting the Switch too. How about the
Yes.
game though? Because you only have the Switch, you don't have the Mario Kart game.
That actually brings up a. Now here's my answer to this. I'm glad you brought it up because I actually end up getting the Mario Kart 8 physical cartridge separately.
And that's not like how much? $80?
Around like 80 to 85 is that sort of.
Oh god.
price. Yeah, because for one thing, I like to collect physical copies.
Yes,
That's one
but
thing.
it's expensive, and I'm like, oh man.
And another thing too is that it goes back to what I was saying about the bundles having more probability of sold out than the Switch 2 alone. Like I felt like this was the way to go because it leaves a higher chance of me getting Switch 2.
Because the issue was if you had that fraud thing happen when you bought the bundle, I would imagine you wouldn't get the bundle at all. So, no, I think it was a good decision that you actually end up getting the Switch itself, just a regular Switch. Because if you did, because the fact is like, yeah, they were getting sold less compared to the bundle.
Yeah.
And if everything went like what happened with you, you wouldn't have gotten the bundle. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was it was quite an interesting story in terms of pre-orders. Like I think this is like the first console of any kind in which I'm an owner day one because I don't usually own consoles on the first day.
I don't usually do it either. I usually get games day one before, like Smash Brothers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But no, congrats on you getting that Switch 2. Can't wait for you to play it. I can't wait for you and I to actually play a game with it.
Thank you.
Soonish. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna invite you. You're gonna check it out for yourself.
Yeah, I definitely want to check it out myself. And then for those who are watching on our YouTubes, have you guys went through the Switch 2 chaos itself? Did you buy yourself a Switch 2? Let us know in the comments because we want to hear your stories as well.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay. Still, yeah. Good try. Congrats to the Switch 2. That was like on Thursday, I believe.
It was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Okay, so Wednesday.
So it's a really good thing. It's a really good thing we didn't do an episode last week because that would have been the time.
Oh, you would have gone straight up to say like, hey, I'm canceling the show right now. I mean,
Yes.
Hey, I'm leaving right now. I'm going
Yes.
straight to my iPad trying to order.
That spring break really helped. That spring break really helped.
Man, I knew this guy was gonna go straight for it. So
Yeah.
there was a reason why we had a spring break because this guy really wanted to get that Switch too. God damn it! And well, you got it. If you didn't get it, then you would get more upset. I would
Oh
say.
yeah, like, it would have taken months for me to actually get it, but no,
I don't. Again, I don't plan to get it in a while, so we'll see.
So anyway, enough about me. How about you?
I didn't get it. I didn't get the Switch 2.
No, but like, what's the next story?
Next story that we've got last weekend was also the NFL draft, which again we're gonna go quick on this one. I know some of you guys don't really know about what happened in the NFL draft, but all 32 teams picked their rookies. The Raiders, on the other hand, did a really great job.
Ashton Ginty. Like, we got the best running back in the draft. I couldn't be happier. Like, yeah, the Raiders really clutched this draft, and it makes me excited for a 2025 season of the Raiders.
I think the Raiders are going to do so much better than last year for sure.
Yeah.
Our 49ers, I have no idea what the fuck they were doing. They ended up picking up a lot of defensive linemen instead of like offense. Again, we needed a wide receiver. We needed like we have McCaffrey, so that's good. I'm not looking great when it comes to the 49ers. We might have a bad season, but again, who knows? Surprises could happen. Maybe the 49ers can make a playoff, but we'll see.
Maybe the Raiders can make the playoffs. Hopefully.
We'll see.
You better not disappoint, Pete Carroll. You better not disappoint.
Pete Carroll and Geno Smith and a bunch of other people there.
Exactly. We've had bad season after bad season, disappointment after disappointment. Let's not, have Pete Carroll, Geno Smith.
I do give it a shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers that is out there, Tom Grossi. He actually did make an announcement for a pick in the draft this year for Green Bay, and I love the speech that he did. You can watch it up on YouTube. He also did put it up in his shorts, but he was so excited. He was so nervous. He's like, Green Bay, Wisconsin, mother loving Packers. And I'm like, God damn. But that's what he says every time he goes to the thing. He's a huge Packer fan. So.
Oh, yeah. Like if you see, like his entire room is full of Packers, memorabilia, Packers merchandise, everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the NFL draft happened. Congrats to the Raiders, congrats to the Niners, congrats to all 32 teams who got their draft picks. We can't wait till August to see how everybody goes. Yeah. And then, of course, today, I don't know if you guys are into Hololive and VTubing, but today we have this special guest that's in the middle of our table here. Her name is Gargura, and her graduation was today, and I couldn't be any more sadder, actually.
Oh, man.
Today was just a heartfelt day for me, just because... I look, she was part of Hololive Myth, and all of the Myth members minus Ame all did streams today for an hour. I remember Maury and the Hololive Myth crew playing Minecraft together. I remember Kirara hosting her stream with Gura in it. And having Ina and Maury in there, all of them were playing Jackbox, which was pretty funny to watch. Ina was playing a game I haven't heard of before, but they were playing together. And then Gura hosted a stream where all 4 girls were together and they were playing Uno. And I was like, great fun times. And then during that stream in Uno, she was saying goodbye, and then like all the Hololive members of Hololive Myth were all saying goodbye too. And I'm just like, completely saddened myself.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck me, man. I'm at work, and I'm like, I'll bear it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my heart goes out to all the Gargura fans.
Gargura fans.
Yeah, the Hololive community.
It just sucks because, like, I remember I talked about the story last 2 weeks ago. Like, I grew up with her, like, this is 2020 when the whole pandemic happened. She started streaming in front of YouTube fans, and I started becoming a big fan because of her content being so funny and stuff. Mm-hmm. She's one of my favorite VTubers, and yeah, just her being gone just like left the hole in my heart to say. Yeah, it was just a sad time for it. She did one more concert, which was her graduation. She performed her songs. She even performed the new song that happened last week, which was just blonde, beautiful. I don't know who Casey Williams is, but she performed with Casey Williams, and I'm like, oh god, this song is epic. That was her last project. And then
I think she went out with a bang.
She did come out with a bang, and then like I just remember like today when she did her graduation, I can hear her tear up when she's performing, honestly. And I was like, fuck, she's tearing up, fuck. No.
Oh, man.
And then I'm looking at every other VTuber streamer that's out there. They're all saying, oh, I'm gonna miss Gura. I'm gonna miss Gura. Yes. I'm gonna miss Gura myself too. But yeah, it was just sad. It was just absolutely sad. I was kind of wondering if I actually am okay to do the stream tonight, because emotionally I was kind of sad about it. But yes.
Oh, I would imagine.
It was just really, really tough for me to actually get on this one. But yeah, Gura has graduated. Now we gotta find a new member to like. Ame's gone too. Amelia Watson, she's gone too. She was also my second favorite. Now she's gone. What's going on with Hololive Myth? I swear to God, dude. I don't know. People don't like VTubing anymore. I'm like, oh, this is a bad time for VTubers.
Oh man.
Actually, I actually want to do this. If you guys want me to, we can do a Anination podcast overtime where we're gonna be talking about the worst month of VTubing, which is this month, April, because there's a lot of shit that happened in April for VTubers. If you guys are down, y'all comment below if you want to do Anination podcast overtime, which is we do it every Thursdays if you guys request.
Yeah. Just comment below, let us know.
Yeah. But yeah, I gotta go ahead and take Gura out of here. Sorry about that.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you want to do it? You want to do it? I'm really sad again, man. What's wrong with you? Oh. All Our little shark. Little shark wheel.
Dude, these things are so lit.
Man.
These things are so lit.
I also saw this one VTuber. Sorry, not VTuber. I saw this one person named Wiki. I follow him too because he went from Japan to LA to watch that Dodger game with Gura in it, by the way.
I see.
She was about to throw her into the sea.
Oh man. She's swimming with the fishes.
Hey, that means death. What's wrong with you?
And like she's a shark, so she wants to.
I know.
Swim.
It's just sad, man. It's just hard. I mean, I'm trying to get myself cooperated here, but yeah, that was just heartbreak right there.
I know how emotional it is for you, man, and yeah. Like I said, my heart goes to you, man, and yeah.
Yeah.
May your memories live on.
Man, Gura, I'll miss you. Hopefully, we'll see you in your indie VTuber soon. I can't wait to see you in your VTuber in your indie VTuber debut when it comes out real soon. Yeah. All right. Again, that's pretty much all of our catch up time. I know we had been out for 2 weeks now. Like, I've already got caught up because of that.
Yeah, I think we pretty much said like our important highlights in terms of those 2 weeks. Shall we move on to the
let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be expecting in May of 2025. And the first thing we want to bring up is really, we're bringing this movie again?
Oh god. Yeah, so apparently Warner Brothers wants to release a block party edition in which the audience is actually allowed to sing along to the songs and react with raw and cheer to moments like I am Steve.
Oh.
And then, of course, Chicken Jockey.
So am I expecting audiences of people just going screaming Flint and Steel? Am I expecting people to throw their popcorn on the Chicken Jockey?
Let me just say, if you thought the viral videos that we have seen before of people going crazy during the Minecraft movie, during regular screenings, were already crazy enough. You ain't seen nothing yet until you see people in the screens.
Do you like this idea, by the way, of them to actually have a meme version of the movie?
I will say right now that like it's bad for the theater employees, the ushers. My heart goes out to them. I was an usher myself, so I can sympathize.
So here's
them.
The thing: it's supposed to come out tomorrow as we're recording. So am I expecting like people throwing popcorn all over the freaking theater, having chickens in their hands? Am I expecting people to like be in costume, have swords and stuff like that?
On the other hand, though, the only people that I could see that are reacting to this with such good news are Minecraft fans, because this is for Minecraft fans and Minecraft fans alone. Like, this is their time to enjoy it without.
Are you expecting like a crazy Are you expecting crazy scenarios like what we're seeing over in TikTok and all?
Oh, very much so.
Oh, so you're expecting it. You're really thinking that there are going to be people having a lot of popcorn being thrown around and like chickens in their arms.
Yep. This is going to make all those viral videos in the past look tame in comparison compared to what's to come.
Oh my god. This is going to be bad for sure. I mean, maybe for all the theaters that are on right there, but that's not looking great.
Are you hungry? You want some lava chicken?
God damn it.
I can't help it. It's catchy. I don't like the movie either, but the songs are so damn catchy.
So here's the thing. This is just, I just feel like when it comes to this particular movie release, it's just more for Minecraft fans, right?
Exactly. It's not for your average regular movie goer who's just going to watch it on an average screening just to get their thoughts on. No, this is for Minecraft fans who want to go wild. They want to have fun. They want to meme the hell out of this movie.
I'm kind of wondering for our audience out there, are you really going to be one of those folks that will go out and go crazy for all the stuff that's happening in the Minecraft movie? Like, am I expecting you all to scream Chicken Jockey? Oh my god.
Hey, any diehard Minecraft fans out there?
I am Steve fan. I am Steve. Oh my god. Oh.
I'm about to say, any diehard Minecraft fans in the chat, comment below.
Oh my god. No, I mean, my thing is that I believe after what I'm seeing from all the theaters and stuff like that, I imagine a lot of people going crazy. Who knows if there's going to be any damage that'll happen. I'm going to be looking at it tomorrow and seeing all the TikToks and all the YouTube shorts of people just going out raving about how amazing that Minecraft movie is and doing all this crazy stuff going on.
Like, the day after the screenings, I'm just going to be busy on TikTok, on Twitter, on Blue Sky, just to check out the viral videos.
So, I already gave up my full review about this damn movie, and I hated it so much. I gave it a 2 out of 10. I told you, I just bashed the fuck out of this movie just because this is such a bad movie for me.
Yeah.
I really wasted my money on it.
Yeah, Minecraft movie, I don't like either. I'm not as harsh about it as about this as you, because while I don't like it, I thought the humor is cringe, the story makes no sense, and yeah, the villain is just, what the hell. There are a few things that I did find amusing. Like Jack Black does pull off. Jack Black has fun with his role. Like let's be real here. Jack Black has fun with his role. How over the top
he is.
Well,
always, whenever Jack Black is in a movie, he's always trying to make it fun.
And plus, the songs are admittedly catchy.
I said this before. Like Jack Black always puts a song in his movies.
Like I've had Lava Chicken in my head for a long time. Oh, and also,
dude, please don't tell me you're gonna be singing that whenever you watch this film or something.
I'm not even gonna watch the movie again. and lastly, most importantly, Chicken Jockey.
Yes, he is going to sing that too. Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna go to this. So yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not even wasting my money.
But there's something that's kind of awesome about a zombie riding a chicken. A baby zombie riding a chicken.
I already said this before. There's a rare occurrence for it to happen. So yeah, I'm not going to watch this movie. For those who are going to be watching, it actually starts tomorrow as a recording. So on May 1st,
I'm not either.
The Block Party edition of Minecraft will be in theaters. Go have fun and trash your damn theater if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not a Minecraft fan, so I'm not in the circle. But for those that are Minecraft fans, go ahead and enjoy it.
I'm not gonna watch this thing. That's so bad. Okay. All right. So yeah, Minecraft movie that comes out next month. Another thing that we're also be focusing on this month is something in television, and it's actually on Nickelodeon. It is Zoki of Planet Ruby. So May 10th, a brand new animated show called Zoki of Planet Ruby will be coming on Nickelodeon. This show is about a quirky vlogger named Ruby who befriends a space alien from planet Pudge. Named Zoki Sparkleby. Wow, this is a lot of names.
Yeah.
Ruby shows Zoki everything there is to know about planet Earth, while Zoki tries to control his magic. What's your first impressions about it when you first saw the commercials for the show?
Now, the good that came out of, my first impressions are the animation does look fantastic. The animation is definitely well done. It's very colorful, especially they got the color schemes done very well, and the animation is very fluid. I will say aesthetically it does look good. Where I have an issue with though is the humor
aspect.
The humor aspect, I'm not that big of a fan of the humor aspect. I feel it's a bit too childish for my taste, and it can get over the top to a point where it can get a bit annoying.
Is Zoki supposed to be like a hyperactive girl? Like she's really into she's vlogging, so I would imagine she has her phone with her and discussing all this stuff about her alien friend Ruby.
Yeah, Zoki is this hyperactive.
Zoki, sorry.
Zoki is this hyper super influencer who tries to become a social media influencer, but the problem is she doesn't have any followers except for the alien.
So it kind of reminds me of Casey from Marvel Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah, except Casey is actually much more chill in comparison to Zoki. I feel like from what I've seen, I'll be honest, like when it comes to Nickelodeon, I'm all for variety. I actually have stated that Nickelodeon needs more variety in the shows. But with this, I'm just not excited for as much as some of the others, like Wild Pack, for example.
Oh yeah, Wild Pack's coming out real soon for that.
Wild Pack, I am excited for.
Yeah, whenever they give the release date for it, I swear to God, this looks good, promising for Wild Pack. But like, I gotta give it props though. Zoki does look pretty entertaining to say. Mm-hmm. I kind of want to know how this whole story comes when it comes to this particular but the particular blogger named Ruby, because she. She's a vlogger herself. She's pretty much like doing what people are doing now, like what kids are doing now, vlogging, like just going through the social media, having a phone, taking selfies and stuff like that. I also did notice that there are a bunch of other people that are also in the world of Zoki Planet Ruby that also are vloggers as well, and she's trying to compete with them. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want to see how that goes. Maybe she has an arch rival that she wants to that she's competing with when it comes to followers and stuff.
I think the character that interests me the most by far is the squirrel. You know that squirrel character that you see?
Yes.
Like the squirrel gives off this Squidward vibe, in which like the squirrel is kind of like fed up. He's kind of annoyed with Zoki and Ruby shenanigans. And I thought to myself, okay, that squirrel is the most relatable character by far in this show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would watch the show mainly for him.
Now, just remember that this show actually is not a debut because it actually did debut on Amazon Prime Video on December 1st, 2023. Now, it's also available to watch on Amazon Prime, by the way, but now it's going to be on Nickelodeon. Do you think it actually will help the show, the fact that it's now on the cable network?
So now that it's on the cable network, now that it is on Nickelodeon, I do think that this is good for Zoki because it gives the show more exposure.
Yeah.
Because let's say you don't have Prime Video or you're just not into streaming service that much, you're into cable. Like this will definitely help give the show more exposure.
You know what? What's kind of funny? I never actually heard about Zokia Planet Ruby ever. Like they didn't really promote. I don't know what's going on with Nickelodeon's marketing or anything like that, but they never promoted it at all. Like it was just randomly there on Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah, I actually didn't know about this until I did my research yesterday about it. Like I just learned about the show earlier this week.
Yeah, so it did. So here's the thing: like you never heard about this show until now.
I didn't.
So
I never
it's just saying, like, why did you keep it under the rugs, Nickelodeon? Why is this show under the rugs? Why don't we actually hear about this show?
Yeah.
Because maybe this would have been a great show that would impact the other shows that are on Nickelodeon, like SpongeBob, Loud House, TMNT, Rock Paper Scissors. You know?
Yeah, like Zoki isn't getting as much exposure. Like regardless of how good or bad it would turn out, Zoki of Planet Ruby is still a show that kind of needs to be more further exposed in order to increase the variety of Nickelodeon.
That's what I was thinking because, like, I believe this show could go well. They already gave like green lights to another season of Rock Paper Scissors.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this would help Zokia Planet Ruby because I don't know if it's even canceled. Again, maybe fact check me, by the way, audience, if it was canceled. Because if it is still not canceled and if it does go well on Nickelodeon, they maybe might have a second season for Zokia Planet Ruby, which is great because we need more shows on Nickelodeon and you can have a second season because other shows have been put down in the dumps to say.
See, the problem with Nickelodeon is that they heavily rely on their top dogs, their big name shows.
Yes.
You got to give smaller shows recognition as well. Like, we have yet to hear about Max in the Midnights, like season 2, in terms of any promos or anything.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're even going to have a season 2 because, again, we didn't hear anything about it. So
that's what I'm saying, is that they need to take note from Disney Channel, for example. Disney Channel, they embrace the hell out of shows big and small.
yeah. So it is coming out on May 10th on Nickelodeon. Are you going to be watching it?
Maybe. If not May 10th, then sometime in the future. I'm just not in a rush to see it, but I will at some point out of curiosity.
I actually want to check it out. I want to see like the first episode, what makes it impressive and stuff, and hopefully it actually ends up being good. That it would be a promising choice for it to have a second season if it does have a second season. But yeah, I mean, Tokyo Planet Ruby does look promising. The animation looks great. Again, the story is kind of mixed, but at the same time, I kind of want to see how this all goes because again, we're in a generation of we're in a generation of kids that do vlogging now. Okay,
Yeah.
so
yeah, we are, and I do hope that Zoki ends up being an endearing character. I really do hope that the show I hope that the show I hope the show is better than what the promos make out to be.
I just hope she's like as lovable as like Hazel from Fight Out Pairs You Wish, okay?
Hopefully. All right, you gotta. Hopefully, they'll make Zoki enduring, like you said, Hazel. Like Hazel was such a lovable character. Hopefully, Zoki is too.
Yep. So yes, for those who are interested in Zokia Planet Ruby, it is coming out on May 10th on Nickelodeon. Maybe you guys should watch it so that it probably gets some recognition. You know, maybe Nickelodeon can finally say, "Hey, we could probably look at other shows than SpongeBob."
Exactly, because one thing that these shows rely on is the ratings.
Indeed, yeah, and cable's dying. Everyone's
viewership.
saying that. Yeah, hopefully it ends up getting good.
Yeah.
Well, one show that we are absolutely excited for, and it's about to hit a landmark right now, is Big City Greens, because it's going to have 100 episodes. Actually, a real trademark for Disney TVA, because most shows on Disney Channel never hit that mark of 100 episodes. But now, out of all cartoons that are on Disney Channel, it is Big City Greens.
Yeah, so you can understand why this is such a huge landmark for the show, because we've reached the show reached triple digits of the amount of episodes that there is. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing this shirt for a reason. Bingo bango. Let's go.
Like we're wearing this shirt because of who. Okay, so yes, Big City Greens is celebrating their 100th episode, and the Greens are determined to make it their biggest and best adventure, whether it be unleashing a monstrous chicken, going into the afterlife, or simply delivering a box. How excited are you for this particular 100 episode?
Oh, It's I'm already anticipating to see what more adventures are going to come in terms of this big 100th episode, because the trailer already shows it's going to be packed jammed with these aforementioned adventures, but I feel like they're going to deliver much more, because since it is 100th episode, you definitely want to put the emphasis on Big City Green's 100th episode. You got to put in more than that. Yeah. Or maybe they'll put in some sort of like twist ending with regards to Chip Whistler or anything like that. I want to I want to see what's happening.
I was kind of wondering about the whole monstrous chickens part. I'm assuming that maybe, was it Nancy unleashed chickens and is rampaging the big city? This whole afterlife thing is an interesting idea. Who died and made them go to the afterlife?
Yeah, how did they go to the afterlife in the first
place? Don't tell me like Alice went to the afterlife or something. Oh no!
Oh, what happens? Like, does the Grim Reaper give them a tour or something?
I don't know. I mean, that'd be fun. I mean, we've seen this before. Remember? I don't know if you remember old cartoons, but I remember like Looney Tunes when like for Sylvester, for example, like he died, he went to hell, and then he tried to go back to life, try to make sure he's not in hell.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry did the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is something that I think they're trying to get back from those classic cartoons, right?
Yeah, I think that it'd be interesting if they went that route with Big City Greens, but yeah. Aside from those, like I said, 100th episode, anything can happen.
Yeah. Another thing too that I saw was Gwendolyn Zapp. Apparently, she's also in the 100th episode. She's with Remy and Cricket in this one, and I don't know what they're gonna be doing, but it's been a while since I've seen Gwendolyn Zapp. It's been since, what was it, Spacecation?
Since Spacecation, where she was the main antagonist of the movie. But now she's come back to Earth doing God knows what.
I don't even know. She might do something crazy again. She could be the evil girl again.
Cooking up whatever scheme she has. Because aside from Chip Whistler, Gwendolyn Zapp is also the secondary antagonist as well.
Also, the fact that, like, again, we are looking into we're also looking into Chip Whistler as well, and we already went to that episode where Chip Whistler pretty much kicked them out again and made them made them suburban Greens instead.
Yeah, I've actually watched that one where it's pretty much big suburban bloats.
Yeah, they became
big suburban bloats.
They became suburban kids now, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, the 100th episode is going to be exciting. This has been quite a journey for the Greens, leading up to their 100th episode. They've been through it all, in the city, in the country, and even a grand adventure in space. Do we feel like the 100th episode is earned and deserved?
Oh, very much so. Because the Big City Greens, their journey throughout the 4 seasons and the movie has been wild. It's been adventurous, yet it's been so heartwarming because they've been through thick and thin. They have been journey after journey. They have been through slice situation after slice situation. They've done it all as a family, as a Green family together.
You know what's crazy about the Greens is that everything for the Greens has just been like chaotic. They all have their own adventures. You have Nancy, you have Alice, you have Cricket, Tilly, and Bill. All of them just going through all kinds of things. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what is next that's coming up for them, but like for them to go into the countryside, have their own stories there, for them to go in the city, and you've seen 3 seasons of them in the city doing their best work, having a villain trying to kick them out or get rid of them or something. Like, it's just kind of crazy how, like, after 4 seasons long, now having their 100th episode, how much of the Greens that they can handle. And to be fair, like, I've been loving the Big City Greens ever since. Like, ever since I started watching it in 2018, out of a random airplane ride, I just remembered watching, was it Cricket and Tilly hanging out, having their second season together, and it's just like, oh my god, it just turned out to be a really fun show, and I've been along with the ride ever since. And they really deserve this adventure.
And you showed me, you did introduce me to it, and like I was a bit hesitant at first because from what I've seen in the poster, the characters did look a bit silly, but then when I look at Big City Greens, I think, oh my gosh, like the show is much more mature. The show is much more well written. It's much more clever writing than it had any right to be. Like no joke, Big City Greens is definitely one of those, shows that definitely gets slice of life done right, and it presents some really nice mature lessons.
Yeah, and I mean, there's just so much like great lessons that comes out of it. I mean, there's so many like heartwarming moments that happen in the Big City Greens. I mean, you can go back to like all the season 1 finale, season 2 finale, season mid finales to say. And yeah, they've just been all great. So, I mean, if anything, the Greens deserve it. I I mean, Chris and Shane, both of them made an amazing show, and it's great that Disney TVA continues to support them for this long journey. They are having a 5th season also, so this is gonna be a big one. I can't wait to see how this 100 episodes gonna go.
Yeah, same. Like the Greens deserve it. Gloria especially deserves it.
Wow, we have to go to Gloria now, huh?
Remy deserves it. Vasquez deserves it. They all deserve it.
We go for the Gloria now, huh? Okay.
Hey, I'm still open to the idea of the Gloria Sato spinoff, all right?
I don't know. I mean, they had that road trip special that they announced that talked about them going to a freaking art con. So,
Latte con!
Yeah, a coffee con. So, yes, I imagine a Gloria would probably be a part of it.
Oh, it's going to be the best Disney road trip by far. Let's go. I'm all for it.
Not a Primos, not a Kif, not a Paley's on it.
We have a Gloria focused Disney road trip. Let's go, son.
I don't know about that. They also have the Greens with them, too, so.
Yes.
Jesus.
Gloria, my beloved. I love you so much.
Hey, either way, Big City Greens is going to have its 100th episode. It's going to come out this Saturday, May 3rd, as we're recording. And it's going to be coming out on May 7th on Disney+. So if you're a big City Greens fan, make sure to check it out on Disney Channel and Disney+ as it comes out.
Yeah, so get ready because we're going to see some big grand adventure in the 100th episode. Bingo bango.
Bingo bango, indeed. All right. Now, from the TV side into the movie side, let's actually talk about these next movies that we're focusing on in the month of May. And let's actually start off with the Thunderbolts. Yes, Marvel Studios' newest film, Thunderbolts, is coming out this weekend, actually, as we're recording. The latest movie involves an unconventional team of anti-heroes, Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, Taskmaster, and John Walker, who go on a dangerous mission while being caught in a death trap. Okay, so how excited are you the fact that they're back? Like, you get to see Yelena back, you get to see the Red Guardian back. You know, everybody that has been in previous Marvel projects being a part of this movie.
So this is during a time where I've sort of like been in this MCU fatigue where, recent MCU projects haven't been as great as they were. But when I look at Thunderbolts, the more and more I watch it, the more and more intrigued I am by this. Like, it actually makes me want to watch Thunderbolts because Thunderbolts has their unique identity to them. It's not just your run-of-the-mill, superhero flick. No, it actually turns out to be more unique than that.
It's kind of unique because it kind of reminds me of, like, blame me if I'm wrong, but it kind of reminds me of Suicide Squad a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's this rag team of anti-heroes that get together to try to do a mission, not on their own free will, but because, they kind of have to.
Although, to be fair, I don't know about if they're anti-heroes, because Yelena is kind of a hero to say because she was in Black Widow.
Yeah.
Although she did come back in Hawkeye. So
So I think you're on point when you mentioned that it is kind of like Marvel's Suicide Squad, and I can definitely see why. There's similar parallels to it.
Yeah, because like it's weird because like Yelena is a hero somewhat. Bucky is a hero because he literally is the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, Bucky Barnes is a hero. John Walker tries to be a hero, but he
tries to be a hero, but then he also was a anti-hero. He kind of was an anti-hero because he was trying to be the Captain America, which he
failed to do so.
Yeah, he failed to do so because who became Captain America? Falcon himself. So
yes, and so I think that this movie would do a great service to each and every single one of these characters because it would help flesh these characters out more so than they have in their previous appearances. And I think that the chemistry amongst them has a potential to work.
Yeah. I also do want to know about who Taskmaster and Ghost is because both of them are also new characters in the Thunderbolts.
I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Taskmaster in Black Widow or something?
Was he? I don't recall that actually.
I could be wrong, but I remember Taskmaster being in an MCU project at one point.
Maybe at one, yeah, maybe, but I never heard of.
It might have been a small appearance though.
Yeah, maybe a small appearance, but I never really heard of Taskmaster in a while. And Ghost, I've never heard of her either. But
and see, it goes back to what I was saying about Thunderbolts being their movie. I feel like Thunderbolts is their time to shine.
Yeah, and I feel like
especially John Walker needs redemption after Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense because John Walker was kind of like a washed up person himself.
Yeah.
And he did get founded by Mary Lou Dreyfus, the character who's trying to make like a new Avengers team.
Yeah, and also we don't forget about the S.H.I.E.L.D. incident that occurred in Falcon and Winter Soldier. This is John Walker trying to redeem himself from it.
Yes, because again, Maria Louis Dreyfus is like picking up people, and you've seen at the end of Captain America and Winter Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier, that Maria Louis Dreyfus picked up Yelena from Black Widow. She picked up John Walker. And then how did Bucky come into the picture? We have to probably see the movie to find out. And then what was it? Again, there's just so many like puzzles that comes to Amelia Louis Dreyfus's character. Now she's actually being seen as a particular role in this movie now. So again, I'm following up with MCU because I'm liking it right now. Until Superman comes out, then I'm probably gonna be like focusing more on DC too. Because look, DC, I'm not gonna lie, DC has their like big bad run of movies, which kind of like it sucks. So
well, mostly there have been some hits here and there, but it makes me glad that they're rebooting the DC studios to make it so that James Gunn is in charge.
Yeah, thank God, because like I get it. Like he pretty much finished Guardians, and now he's doing well at DC. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. My thing now is that again, the MCU, it's already doing great as it is. So hopefully Thunderbolts and as the Fantastic Four will come out also later this year, that we'll actually see a new thing of MCU projects that are going to be looking great. Because that Avengers movie is coming up real soon too. And who knows that this is going to be some sort of good pact. Hopefully for me, like when I'm putting predictions here, I'm hoping this helps out the MCU in a way where it actually will make a big movie for the Avengers coming up real soon.
Yeah, and hopefully the MCU could get back to its roots like it was in the first 3 phases. And I think that Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four will help out because Fantastic Four also looks great.
Oh, yeah.
Like Fantastic Four, I look at this and it's also another MCU movie that has its own identity. It looks interesting because it's its own thing. Not to mention the fact the Fantastic Four are Marvel's first family.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much one of the very, very first Marvel characters besides Spider-Man and whatnot. Like, the Fantastic Four are the OG Marvel characters.
Yes. But at the moment right now, Thunderbolts is looking to be great. It is coming out this weekend, and I can't wait to watch it. I think me and my couple friends already got tickets for it. So
yeah, my friend and I are already going to see this on Friday.
Oh, sweet. So you're going to be watching on not day one. Technically, day one will be tomorrow, right?
Yeah, day one will be tomorrow. We're seeing a day 2, technically.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Well, day one, because people actually watch it on day 0. I've seen the times for the movies for Thunderbolts, and they all come out like 4:00 p.m. on Thursday.
You're thinking of fan events.
Technically, this is day 0. Day 0 is tomorrow. Day 1 is on Friday. I don't know. They do weird stuff when it comes to movies now. So
yeah, they even have some fan events for some movies.
I don't think it's a fan event. This is literally a showing. So yeah, if they want to watch it early, they can watch it early. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. Thunderbolts comes out May 2nd, which is pretty much a couple days. So if you're into it and you want to see how the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to be all about coming up real soon, this is going to be coming out in May. So,
yeah, I think that, I haven't been this excited for an MCU movie in a long while. I think like Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four are pretty much the most excited I've been since Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. So, that's it for Thunderbolts. Let's actually go to another movie that we're excited for. Where is it at? There we go. Karate Kid Legends. On May 30th, a brand new Karate Kid movie is coming out. It's about a kung fu prodigy named Lee who relocates to New York City to attend a prestigious school. After being at odds with the karate champion, Lee aims to enter a karate competition and is guided by his kung fu teacher named Mr. Han. And the legendary Karate Kid himself, Daniel LaRusso. So the fact about this movie is the fact that we're bringing back the original Karate Kid, teaching another prodigy of like at a Karate Kid.
Yeah, and also you add in the kung fu teacher from the 2010 Karate Kid remake into the mix. It's pretty much a crossover between 2 different Karate Kid worlds.
Yeah, I mean, I really do like the fact about this Karate Kid because I didn't ever expect the fact that we ever get to see Daniel LaRusso again. Like, he was a little kid with Mr. Miyagi, like back in like the 80s or something. Now he's grown up, and look at him, what he's doing now, teaching prodigies about being a karate master.
Look at how he's grown. Like, not just this, but also Cobra Kai. You look at, Daniel LaRusso, you think that is the OG Karate Kid we know.
Is he actually a part of Cobra Kai?
He's part of the Cobra Kai series. I'm going to say Cobra Kai series.
Yeah. So he was a part of Cobra Kai, Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, he was. Like, Ralph Macchio, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of odd because, like, he jumps from Cobra Kai back onto Karate Kid.
Yeah, what I like about Cobra Kai is that they got the authentic and actual actors who were part of the old Karate Kid movies to reprise their roles.
Which is great. I love that, by the way. And the fact that Jackie Chan is back also. I know that he was also in the Karate Kid original, the 2010 movie, right?
Yeah, he was. Now, I didn't like the 2010 Karate Kid movie, but I did like Mr. Han himself, and I like Jackie Chan's performance.
I was
kind of
wondering how that will be, because I would imagine, like, if he was going to be back in this movie, is he going to mention Jaden Smith? You know, the actor that portrayed him.
I don't think he'll mention him too much. I think it's the same with Daniel LaRusso.
I'm kind of wondering, like, how it will be, because, like, hey, he was technically a prodigy of yours too. So you found this kid, who moved to New York City, and you want him to become like the karate master, the Karate Kid.
I mean, there might be a mention about once or twice, or there might even be a surprise cameo from Jaden himself.
Oh, that might be interesting if you ever get to see Jaden Smith. But yeah, or
better yet, have a Karate Kid Miyagi verse cameo somewhere. Like,
well, I know Mr. Miyagi is not gonna come back, but if any,
well, not Mr. Miyagi himself, but I'm thinking about someone from a character from the OG Karate Kid movies, just besides Daniel LaRusso.
It'll be funny if we get to see like what. It would be funny if we get to see Daniel's rivals or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, kid, I'm back.
Give me a Johnny Lawrence cameo. Please, give me a Johnny Lawrence cameo.
According to what I've also been seeing, too, there is no mix with Cobra Kai and Karate Kid. Yes, they are in the same universe, but they're saying don't expect stuff from Cobra Kai to be in Karate Kid. Are you okay with that?
I think that I'm perfectly fine with it as long as they get the spirit of karate and or kung fu into the movie, because when you go to a Karate Kid movie, you want to see some martial arts, you want to see the fighting and all that stuff. That's what you go to it for.
Yeah.
So with or without the Cobra Kai references, I'm fine with it.
I think if anything, I am excited to see how this will go, as this is a new generation of Karate Kid. And I remember, and I know the kid that is now the new Karate Kid. That kid actually, was from this one Disney Plus series called American Boy Chinese. I don't know if you've seen that show on Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. Now he's being a part of Karate Kid, so this is a good thing for him. If he's gonna be the next Karate Kid, I can't wait to see if there's gonna be another Karate Kid 2 or 3. You know, like we've seen before when Daniel went through Karate Kid 2 and all.
Yeah, this is pretty much Karate Kid generations. Like you're passing
which I like, and I really hope that this goes well compared to the 2010 version that we've seen before. Mm-hmm. If anything, this is a brand new light for Karate Kid, and with Jackie Chan as the sensei now.
Yes.
Oh god, this is going to be exciting for sure.
So you have two senseis, one kung fu, one karate, teaching this kid.
Yeah, and it's going to probably work out in the end. I think it's going to be exciting, if anything. Like, I'm glad that they make it with great people like these folks.
Yeah, I'm a massive Karate Kid fan, especially the OG Karate Kid movies, well, most of them. And also, I'm a fan of Cobra Kai, so I'm on board with this.
So you're going to be watching it on day one itself?
Yes. If not day one, then opening one, weekend one. But yes, I'm hyped for it. I want to see this movie succeed.
I think, if anything, I am going to be watching it. It's probably going to be in my lineup. May not be like day one, maybe more like 1 week or a week later. But yes, I have this on my list. I can't wait to see how this Karate Kid Legends movie is going to go.
Yes.
The Karate Kids Legend movie is coming out on May 30th. So if you are planning to watch it, make sure you have it on your list. Get yourself ready. Get yourself prepared.
Let's go.
As Karate Kid returns with a brand new movie series.
I'm so excited.
All right. Last but not least, before we end our show, we do have another project that we have another movie that we are excited for that is coming out on May 23rd. And it reflects on Disney, and it is Lilo and Stitch. Yes, the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie is coming out this month. So what are your overall thoughts on the movie from all the trailers and images that you've seen for this live-action?
You know, surprisingly enough, now you all me like I'm one of the biggest anti-live-action remake guys out there.
I've heard your complaints on Snow White.
Yes, which I refuse to see. I still haven't seen it. I don't plan to, at least not in theaters. But yes, as someone who has been, against these anti-Disney live-action remakes, you'll come to find that I'm surprisingly interested in it. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about the live-action Lilo and Stitch that just makes me curious about it. And I think what it comes down to are a few things. One is the overall look of Stitch. I was really impressed by how they handled the CGI design of Stitch. Like, it doesn't look ugly. It doesn't look dated. It doesn't look unfinished. They really do polish it from head to toe. Like, you look at him, you do believe that it is the Stitch himself. And it's also helped by the fact that Chris Sanders comes back to voice the character.
Thank God, yes. I was really hoping that they didn't switch up his voice or anything. Thankfully, he's back because I can totally hear the familiarity of the Stitch voice again.
The second thing is the actress of Lilo. She is as cute as a
because she's supposed to be a little kid like Lilo was.
Like she's so adorable.
Look, at least they went authentic and not like have an A-list actor become Lilo or something, you know?
Like the casting they got down to a T, because it goes to show you don't need A-list actors to pull off these characters. You could just have characters that that naturally do transform into the parts.
Like, look, they are from Hawaii. They, have like the Hawaiian vibe in the movie as well. I'm just saying, like, they did their homework and they did it right.
So I'm excited to see that precious little cinnamon bun as well protect live action Lilo at all costs. And the third thing is the Hawaiian atmosphere. They really do. Yeah, you're definitely right. They did their homework, and I'm talking about the Hawaiian culture that appears in the movie. It is so beautiful. It's so captivating.
They did it right with the whole surfing thing too. You've seen the scene where like Lilo and her big sister were surfing in a wave, and Stitch was there too. I saw that scene in the trailer too, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. This is what we want.
Yeah, like it looks so amazing.
Even like the person who was like, what was it? You ever have the fat guy who's like into snow cones instead of ice cream now? The sunburnt guy. Even Officer Blubs, he's also there as well. The other thing that
you mean like Cobra Bubbles?
Bubbles. Sorry, I forgot his name. But yes, Cobra Bubbles. He's also there as well. The one thing that I'm looking forward to, we haven't seen the trailers yet, is the other aliens that are also in Lilo and Stitch. We don't have a. What was it? We don't have a. Can you say the name of the aliens again?
Jumba and Pleakley.
Yeah, we don't have those two.
Yeah.
At least we get a little glimpse of Pleakley. And again, this is like made by the same CGI format too.
Pleakley, I'm less impressed by in comparison to Stitch. I do hope they give him a nice polishing. I hope they make Jumba and Pleakley look as appealing as Stitch.
They're probably going to be, I don't know, they could be just like the counselor, for example.
The Ground Councilwoman, I also thought they did well with the Ground Councilwoman.
Yeah, she looked great too. And even the aliens that are so like helping her out. Like, it feels like when you see that whole space environment that was up in space while they tried to capture Stitch, I think that was all legit. Like, it was like dark in space, and all the CGI honestly looks better than like the way they did with Snow White, for example.
Like, that really impressed me because in terms of Disney live action remakes, in most cases, like Snow White and Little Mermaid is another example, the CGI looks so ugly. It looks unappealing to look at.
The only thing about Little Mermaid was the fact that they actually use real life fish, and I'm like, no, keep it cartoonish, guys.
Whereas here, I look at this and it's like, see, Disney, this is how it's done. This is how you do it.
Because they literally just took like the animation of Stitch and pretty much made it all CGI, and it looks perfect, It looks like a perfect little fur ball, the little blue fur ball that we loved.
See, Disney is not hard to do. See? Like, you continue making, your CGI characters like Stitch, then your live action remakes would be slightly tolerable.
I think like, they did their homework, and I feel like it's going to look great. I believe there's going to be another trailer that'll be coming out this upcoming in May, because again, it's coming out on the 23rd, so who knows if another trailer or a final trailer will come out that will give us more visuals on the CGI characters, the cartoon, the aliens, maybe more on the Hawaiian people that we're going to be seeing as well. I would imagine even Lilo's rivals too, the little girl, the
Myrtle,
the Myrtle, the girl that people like she hated and stuff.
Oh God, I just can't get over the fact that she was voiced by Liliana Mummy.
Yeah, Lenny Loud. Yes, that's right.
Talk about a total 180.
Well, to be fair, she was a kid back then. Okay, so she was like what, 7, 8 years old. Then like she grew up, and look at her now. She's actually voicing Panini from Chowder and Lenny Loud.
So yeah, I look at this and I think to myself, okay, I'm not going to see so far. Disney, do not disappoint with this.
Again, I need more information. I just know that Lilo is just Lilo is adorable. Stitch is adorable. The aliens again are looking great so far. I can't wait to see. What was it? Pleakley and Jumba.
Pleakley and Jumba.
Pleakley and Jumba. Even
Nani.
Even Nani. Well, you've seen Nani already.
I've seen Nani. Nani does look
How
good.
about Gantu, the big guy?
I don't think I've seen Gantu yet.
Yeah, I think we have to see him too, because I know he is a big vital role in the movie as well.
Yeah, he does serve as the antagonist of the movie.
He is, because he captures Lilo or something. I remember that movie.
He captures Stitch while accidentally capturing Lilo.
Yeah, see? I'm just yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So, again, I'm just trying to recapture like what the movie gave me, and I'm really hoping they do it justice. Like, try to keep it just like how the movie is, and maybe we'll make a little bit of stuff here and there.
Yeah.
Don't be like Snow White, where you made so many extra stuff that didn't need to be there, honestly.
As a huge fan of the Lilo and Stitch franchise, like I said, do not mess this up. Okay?
I really hope they don't. It's looking great so far. Maybe this might help when it comes to the live action remakes of Disney's issue, but again, that's another different story.
Could this be another miracle in which we actually got a legitimately great Disney live action remake since The Jungle Book 2016? Hopefully,
but we'll see. Again, Lilo and Stitch will come out on May 23rd in theaters. So if you are a big fan of Lilo and Stitch or a big fan of Disney, go ahead and go to your theaters in May 23rd and watch it.
Yeah, you never thought you'd hear me say this, but
yes, I never expect you to hear it, say it.
This is actually the first in a long time that I've actually been like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I'm actually slightly excited for it.
Slightly.
Cautiously optimistic.
But you are kind of more, like, in the more aspect of actually liking it more.
But the best way to describe my feelings towards this is cautiously optimistic. Optimistic.
I see. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for our announcements when it comes to May. Anything other big announcements to come out in May?
There's also the fact that Across the Spider-Verse is going to be coming out on Disney+.
Oh, yeah. But that comes out today, right?
It comes out like tomorrow or on Friday, either or. But I just want to let you all know, if you want to watch Across the Spider-Verse, it's going to be on Disney+ in May.
It's going to be a really good one, too.
Which is actually kind of surprising because was Into the Spider-Verse on Disney+ as well at one point or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
it was on Netflix.
So I'm kind of surprised to see not Into, but Across the Spider-Verse only, as opposed to Into.
Well, I know it used to be on Netflix, and that used to be like huge and all. What other big news coming up? There's another convention that'll be coming to in May called Fanime. As our always go-to spot. I'll be there. You won't be there, unfortunately.
Because I would have already come back from a family trip, and plus I kind of need to save up. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. I mean, if anything, again, we all have our big plans in May. Summer's coming up real soon, by the way, so we have our summer plans all set up, ready to
go. we're talking 4th of July.
4th of July, August. I don't know. Just summer's just gonna be looking busy for all of us to say.
Yeah.
But we are still going to be here every Wednesday to do a podcast episode. I know that during the week that you're going to be gone, we're going to probably skip that week because, you're going to be gone. Yeah. And I also got to prep up for Fanime as well during that week as well. So probably we're going to skip that episode.
Yeah, so it gives you plenty of time.
Yeah. But just to let you guys know, we are going to be back with a new episode of the Anination Podcast next Wednesday. So make sure, if you have not been subscribed to us yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be notified when we'll be coming on next. Also hit that bell button as well. Also follow us on our social medias that are also below on your screen right there. On our Blue Sky is down there. Our Instagram is also down there as well. Us on Twitter too. So make sure you guys follow us on our social medias. And yeah, I got nothing else to say here.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. It's great to be back after 2 weeks, but here we are again, here to give you all these quick little highlights before we go on like next week.
It's literally tomorrow. May's tomorrow, so.
I mean, like before, because next week we got some legit content for you.
Yeah, we got some amazing big announcements coming out, excluding for you Has-Been Hotel fans.
Yeah.
Hell of a Verse fans. I can't wait for us to react to what the heck happened last weekend.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Makes me want to go to Level Up Expo, damn it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for our episode. Thank you guys much for watching tonight's short video of the Anination Podcast. We'll see you guys next week for a new episode. Bye, guys.
Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, girl. Bye, girl.
Also, bingo bango. Bingo bango.
I'm going to miss the shark girl for real.
Yeah.
Man.
You're